See what happens. Here's Josh.
Kingdom, standby rated 6 here. We're right. Racing, Emerald Kingdom away is second. La Monte was away best of all. Emerald Kingdom, Logan's Blade and She Spicy 4 wide. Angels of Fenway, Let's Party Marty 3 wide. Third last, second last Bob Lee. And 3 lengths away to Mosabi last of all. But La Monte led by a length and a half from Emerald Kingdom. Third is Logan's Blade and fourth out 3 and 4 wide. Striding forward She Spicy. Angels of Fenway's over on the inside. Bob Lee the fence and just in behind those Let's Party Marty, who's very wide at second last down the side. The other one's dropped right out. Mosabi's about 15 lengths away last of all. La Monte just in front for Emerald Kingdom. She Spicy's been wide. A length and a half to Bob Lee and Angels of Fenway. La Monte just in front. Emerald Kingdom lemming up on the outside. 2 lengths away. Third She Spicy clear from Bob Lee. La Monte, Emerald Kingdom. She Spicy lifting. Emerald Kingdom's grabbed the lead. She Spicy's out after it. La Monte the inside. Emerald Kingdom's in front though. It's 3 for Heathcote. Emerald Kingdom 3/4 She Spicy La Monte. Bob Lee Let's Party Marty. Logan's Blade Angels of Fenway. And Mosabi tailed off last of all. Nice horse Emerald Kingdom. He wins first up, number 2. Robbie Frad for Robert Heathcote. 3 for Heathcote today, joining Ronnie Stewart with a treble in the jockey ranks as well. Of course, they combined to win the first 2 with Ready for Magic and Spirit Rich. Stewart made it a treble with Baroda, and now Heathcote makes it a treble with Emerald Kingdom. Gee, big run, She Spicy. Cover ground all the way, did a great job to run second. And La Monte led, but was overhauled late and boxed on well to run in a third placing. So 2-8-7 are the numbers, and the odds-on favourite wins. He's a nice horse, Emerald Kingdom. The penny really dropped with him when he won at Ipswich back in September. He went like a Learjet that day. But he had form around Pinnacle Star, Churning and a few other smart ones before that. Was sort of going back to April and then even his next campaign in August. So always had good talent and he's putting it all together now. He's won 3 from 8 overall. Defeating She Spicy.
Very nice horse, Emerald Kingdom. Third victory today, and we saw him set off the speed there. Rob Heathcote's with us now. Rob, was the plan there to sort of have a attack for the lead first 100 metres?
Well, the plan was just to get him in the race, Mike, because he was an absolute nightmare to saddle up. He was, I had to get him out on the track early. He was just so fresh and over the top there today, and I thought, God, he's going to cook himself here today. But fortunately, Robbie Frad, you know, an old wise head on, just took the sit outside that leader, and the horse just overpowered them. I think next run we'll see a much better performance from the horse, and I don't, you know, denigrate the quality of the race. I mean, but he ran himself into the ground, and I think next start it will take that freshness off him. He'll be a lot better for it.
Are you saying that's what it was? Just a one-off, maybe fresh today? Pretty
much. He hasn't behaved like that in previous, and well done to Bob and Anne-Marie from Shipton Lodge down in New South Wales, who bred this lad out of Briambo's gift, and he's got a nice future. He's a Saturday horse for sure, Mike.
He was a handy horse himself that they trained Briambo's gift, and he's thrown a couple of nice horses. You've got a few, haven't you?
Yeah, got a few, and they're going well, and you know they can be a little bit hot under the collar, but once I sort them out, I think they're Canard's another one. I think he has a future down the track. And there's a few others coming along as well, so very happy for them.
It just shows today that he can sit a little off the lead and be strong at the end. So do we look for him on a Saturday?
Oh, I think I'll probably look at one of those, you know, Class 3s on a Saturday. Yeah. I think that'll be a nice stepping stone for him, but he's definitely, I mean, they've come home in 33.5 on a track that started off a soft 5, so pretty slick time.
Is that it for you today, or is there another one?
No, I've got Foxpack coming out now, so a nice bit of speed on. She might come over the top of him.
Like she did first up. Well done.
Good on you, Mike.
All right, so maybe the day's not over for Rob with 3 winners. And we see Robbie Frad riding Emerald Kingdom here. And this fellow, he was really getting himself hot and bothered in the yard. He was lathering up noticeably, and he was exempt from the parade. He went out very early, and he did have a crack for the lead. You could see the first couple of strides out of barrier 3. Robbie broke well, and he sort of had a crack to try and head those 2 off on his inside, but he couldn't do it, so straight away he grabbed hold of him and he let Lamonte go. And because of that pressure early, Lamonte sort of over-raced a little bit. You could see at the top of the straight she was travelling strongly, probably putting a little bit too much into it. But to her credit, she's fought and only was overhauled the last 50 metres. The runner-up was very good there, She's Spicy, because she was trucking up 3 wide on the circle. So another win is certainly on the cards for her. Lamonte was good. And then we had Bob Lee. Now, he was an eye-catching run, wasn't he? No speed early, but he was the one with that flashing light over the last 100 metres. So 2, 8, 7 and 1. Second leg of the quaddie, well, the first leg went to Baroda, heavily backed, and then this went off at odds on Emerald Kingdom. So a lot of people alive in the quaddie here at Doomben as we come up to the third leg in a little over half an hour. We'll let Robbie get on the scale so punters can get paid all over Australia and hopefully continue to back winners throughout the afternoon. I think punters have pretty much got their eye in today, especially if you're following the Heathcote stable from the first 6 races. With that particular stable really hot at the moment. I'll have to go back and have a look at the statistics of Heathcote's last 50 runners. And he's got a couple of good chances on Magic Millions Day, including Deep Image in the Cup over 1,400 metres, which Robbie will be aboard as well. Rob was saying he really got himself hot and bothered before the race. How was he from your point of view?
Yeah, he was, Michael. He's a bit of a handful, but I think after a couple of starts he settles down a bit. But, you know, there's so much potential in this horse. I'd love to ride him when he's nice and quiet and see what he does. I think he's also be able to come back on him. Don't have to lead, as today was the case. Come back to me nicely.
Did you have plans to lead, Robbie?
Well, if the other horse inside me wasn't as quick as I was, yes. But obviously, him being a bit worked up, he kind of just stepped away a little bit tardy. But I was quite happy to sit second and just challenge him just before the home straight and eyeball him with this horse. And he grinds down in this horse, and he's a nice horse.
Are you looking forward to Saturday, Magic Millions Day?
Michael, yeah.
Deep Image?
Deep Image, even my 2-year-old, Godolphin's horse. You know, even little Tivoli Street. Yeah. You know, he's run down the Northern Rivers, but he wins with authority when he wins, and he likes the track, and it's not that strong a race.
Yeah.
So
exciting times ahead.
Exactly.
Okay,
I'll have a good sleep Friday night.
All right. Yeah, have a rest tomorrow, Robbie. Booting home Emerald Kingdom for Rob Heathcote in race 6. We should have correct weight through any tick of the clock. 60.53 was the time. 60.53 and 33.58 the last 600.